I could dance all night to the blues, and thank you very much for coming out. Please remember your waitress. This city's a madhouse, I feel right at home. In this after-hours blues joint, I'm waiting for the telephone. Now that you're gone, I'll be happy again. But darling, I miss you, so I call now and then. Your number keeps ringing, but the band's in a groove, and I could dance all night till the blues. Down here in this punker bar, they dance away their tears. Their hair is catching fire while mine disappears. Remember those midnights when we danced to the blues? I took off my skinny tie, you kicked off your shoes. I guess I'm old-fashioned, man, I'm just a sentimental schmooze. But I could dance all night to the blues. Yeah, I could dance all night to the blues. For a Mississippi cruise, and I could dance all night to the blues. So I could dance all night to the blues. Thank you all very much. Hi, come on in. Sit anywhere. Place is huge. This is guitar lesson number 1, and all these lessons are going to be pretty basic. I'm not going to do a whole lot of esoteric stuff. Even if you are a good player already or rank beginner, I hope that there's going to be some interesting and informative things in here. You can be playing acoustic guitar or electric. It won't particularly matter. In this first lesson, I'm going to talk about the parts of the guitar. It'll help us to communicate better as we go along. I'm also going to talk about fingering a note and plucking a note with your right hand. I'm going to talk briefly about tuning. And I'm also going to talk about some accessories that you could pick up that you'll probably use. Okay, a lot of this stuff you're going to know already, but some of it you may not. And very basically, you know, this top part here is called the top, okay? And the back is called the back, and sides. Okay. This part of the guitar is called the neck, and this is the heel. Where you actually put your fingers is called the fingerboard. These wires across here are fret wires made out of nickeled steel. To fret a note, you put your finger just behind the fret wire so you get a clear tone. This part of the guitar is called the headstock, And these guys are the tuning machines. Okay? There's a strap button here. There you go. And there's one back in here to hold your strap, so when you're gyrating around on the stage, the guitar doesn't fly off, hit a fan in the head, and you have to go to court. Safety first. About materials, this top is Sitka spruce. It's from Alaska or subarctic Canada. It's been out in the winds and snowstorms for many years. I like thinking about that stuff. On this guitar, the fingerboard and the bridge are made of ebony, very dense wood. When they log it out of South and Central America, the ebony logs are so heavy they sink. They can't float them down rivers. It's dense so that all the vibration from the string is translated directly into the top so that the sound gets produced instantly. The back and sides of this guitar, which happens to be a mid-80s Martin herringbone D28, are made of rosewood from India. And a very prized guitar wood is rosewood from Brazil. It gives a very warm and transparent tone. If you've got a Brazilian rosewood guitar, you've probably got something worth hanging on to. Up here is the nut. This white piece here is called, yes, the saddle. This guy, the big black piece here, made of ebony, called the bridge. And these little guys are bridge pins, okay?
Watch the going come around again. Watch that full moon climb. Some appear to this mountain.
The underside of the guitar is very critical. This is a top from an old guitar of mine that I tore to shreds specifically for this lesson. This is a good example of, of what a guitar top looks like. You want the guitar to be strong enough so that it doesn't fly apart on you, and you also want it to be resonant enough so that it gets good tone. A small detail here has to do with the position markers in your fingerboard. On this guitar, they're the little snowflake shapes, and they're made out of mother of pearl, which comes from a seashell, which of course in its natural state is curved, but what happens to it is it's cut into wafers by saws in a factory, and then those are polished, and they can be cut into various shapes. These are snowflakes. This guitar has got birds on the fingerboard, which is very beautiful. All mother of pearl, which is the white one, and abalone, which are the colored ones. The seashell combined with the bone and the wood makes your guitar a collection of materials from the natural world. And it pleases me to think that some of the beauty and mystery of these natural materials is present in the music that I make. So it's the same for you, too.
You look into the bottoms of deep rivers, hold the line in your hand, and wait for the long, heavy pull.
A guitar is one of those few instruments where both of your hands is on the element producing the music, okay? Both of your hands touch the strings. And that's going to give your playing a distinctive individual fingerprint. Your tone, your volume, the timbre, the kind of sound that you get out of the instrument will be distinctly yours. I think for me, one of the most pleasing aspects of guitar was being able to get sounds out and express things that I couldn't express in any other way. For some people it's athletics, for some people, there's all kinds of things you can do, cooking and gardening and all the rest of it, but it's about self-expression, saying those things that you can't otherwise.